Good evening, and thank you for joining us. One of the most beautiful drives in the country is now the scene of a tragedy. 3 people have been killed. 14 are fighting for their lives in hospital after a tour bus rolled over in Jasper National Park. The custom-designed sightseeing bus offering visitors an edge-of-the-ice thrill was driving the Columbia ice fields located 100 kilometers south of Jasper. 27 people were on board the Big Rig Ice Explorer as it traveled from a visitor center along the side of Highway 93 when it rolled down an embankment. Because of COVID-19, the bus was at 50% capacity. Global's Jayme Doll is following developments from the scene of the rollover tonight. Jayme.
Well, people travel from all around the world to see and explore the iconic Columbia ice fields. It's a highlight in a trip to the Rockies. But all that excitement shattered by tragedy and now sorrow for so many families.
I took my camera and zoomed as far as it would go, and I'm like, yeah, it is wheels up. So I could see even more stuff at that point and realized they were still getting people out. And I was shocked at that point to realize this has just happened.
Just an hour after she stepped off one of these buses, Angela Bai watched from a distance crews scrambling to rescue 27 people involved in a rollover while riding in an ice explorer.
You could definitely see people were crouched over the windows helping people out. There were a couple of people in helmets. It must have been some of the first people who got up there coming to help out. The impact really hit more when we were driving away and we were seeing emergency vehicle after emergency vehicle after emergency vehicle come down the road, and us knowing what it was going for.
The site is now blocked off while police piece together what happened. Turned away tourists now steer their focus to the dot on the horizon. Parth Bala drove 36 hours from Toronto to see the glaciers, a trip he's been planning for nearly a decade. He's still keen to go. In a statement, the tour company's president says, "I would like to extend our deepest condolences to the family and friends of the deceased, as well as extend our utmost sympathy to those who were injured." Angela Bai says there are no seat belts in the buses, but she felt safe and says she would do it again.
It is a tragedy what happened and stuff, but I'm hoping that we'll just remember the gorgeous stuff that we saw beforehand.
Now, the RCMP, Parks Canada and Occupational Health and Safety remain on scene investigating. The names of those killed have not been released, but due to the travel restrictions, the majority of tourists who have been coming here have been Canadians.
Ominous skies over Ontario as a summer storm moves across the province. Tornado warnings have now been lifted, but the risk of severe thunderstorms remains in some areas. Strong winds, frequent lightning, and torrential rain emerged after a cold front mixed with Ontario's intense humidity. Power outages affected over 30,000 customers across the province.